Hello everyone, this is Ether Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So, another week of Ether raids. This time, pretty much the moral of the story this week was I had a super garbage offense. Let me quickly show the team. It was terrible. It was not made to win anything. Any of the actually difficult matches at least. So I was running Miracle and Tharja, very lightly merged, just one right now. But the idea was to use Miracle on her, Altina running this, which really didn't kill anything. I think in one of my matches, I just could not be cared to try and actually win, so I just baited their team, and the first, like, she could live a Soiri Ishtar, the dancer Ishtar. She could live 2 hits from her barely. It was a terrible margin. It was pretty ridiculous. And then there was a New Year's Lethe, however you pronounce her name, the green beast Kev form of her, and was it? No, it was. I don't remember at this point, but you know, she's green, but she had, I believe, low speed defense, and Altina still could not 2-shot her. 10 out of 10. Yeah, this offense, I literally just brought Veronica. I swapped to Astra Blessing on her just to help deal with Dumas, because some Dumas, you know, I don't have bring healing tower on offense except for when it's bonus, so yeah, that wasn't great. And Sharina was just bonus unit. She was actually absorbing most of the chills for me. But on defense this week, other than this last match, which I mean is just going to be an example of one of the many ways you're supposed to be able to be on a team. It was a near perfect season, but I really don't feel like it should have been. I feel like a couple people might have had outs to win deathless, or at least one death over 2, but pretty standard stuff here. So they're just going to go ahead and, you know, use the duo ability. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure they can use the duo skill even after they've used their action. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So here they're gonna do this, and I think you all know what the problem with this is. First, they don't have quick riposte, and for 2, there's panic manner. So and I guess there's Dark Shrine as well. So they're kind of debuffed a little. Crom actually barely lives this, even though they're panicked. And of course, Crom's not going to be able to score the kill. Defense tile's OP, but the res is 2 debuffed, so Duma just picks up a kill there. They're going to go ahead and one-shot Eloed because they don't want him gale forcing and memeing folks out the window. And here, Legault's not going to be able to kill, but he does debuff here. Duma does that, and Olivia attacks because she does too much damage. Go ahead and they go for the kill here, but Legault has Luna here, and the heavy trap is real for reasons. So we're just going to pick up another kill. Luckily, he barely picks up the kill there. Legault just does not have a lot of speed or attack. Trying, like, running double Duma is still not giving him enough attack, but of course I'm not really investing much into him other than +10. I haven't given him +10 dragon flowers or whatnot yet, so there's plenty of things, but yeah. The defense definitely performing much stronger than my old Anima defense, which was, well, my my dark season defense. So I mean, this is better than nothing, but yeah, I'm still working out what I want to do for Astra offense, because it's, in my opinion, a lot more considerably difficult than other seasons. So they go for this play, but it's legendary Crom, so we're just going to one-shot. Rip. And then we pick up double kill there, and our buddies are coming to town. They attack Olivia, which is kind of interesting. I don't think they had much of an out here because Crom exists, so yeah, that's not going to end very well for them. They would have to do a lot to take them out, and then Elwood and company could pose some problems. I don't really think they had much going for them there. But yeah, it seems like so far most of these matchups are people just not bringing a team that can actually handle one of my units, which is the main reason why I'm able to win or score kills in the first place. They have a distant counter. Quick riposte Levitain, so they're just completely dead set on not one-shotting, which is interesting. I mean, I'm just saying, sure you get vantage range, but this isn't a very nice stat line to be working with. I'm just saying, this is not a very good stat line to be working with here. Even so, she still does damage to Crom, so 10 out of 10. There's nothing for him to reposition here, but they're just going to park Levitain there, but she doesn't have vantage or anything, so that's just a kill for us. Then we get another kill. Now Duma's coming into town with armored boots. There's a lot of things I still can do with this defense. The most notable thing is what to put in my B skill for Elwood. Currently I have lunge to punish folks who don't entirely know what they're doing, who like park on the defense tile and or leave a bunch of their friendly allies in range. But I was also thinking pass. Well, pass is really awkward with my current setup because I'm running Fury. So, and trying to combo Wings of Mercy, but not really because realistically speaking, it's probably not happening a lot of the times. So, it's definitely awkward. Here we have this person who brings Black Knight and Grima against Crom and Elwood. And I guess Duma? Duma's attack's not terrible. I mean, like, if you can't one-shot him, he can do quite a bit of damage assuming he doubles and can proc Draconic Aura or whatever. So they're just taking their time to set up, and they just go in like this. And again, the memes, I don't know if people just don't realize this is a thing, but you know, level 6 Panic Manor exists, so it's a few debuff stats there. So Ella is just gonna pick up pretty free kill here. Proc Gale Force. The thing about lunge is that it does give him a bit more mobility in some matchups as well. There's a lot of things where it's like, I definitely will try out pass though. As you'll see in the last match, pass probably would have been more useful. Because the big thing is people hitting end turn properly against my defense on the defense tile. Like it's not like I'm doing very much to prevent people from breaking these structures. You just gotta burn turns, which is the main thing I'm going for in the first place. Here we have Bride Fjorm again, who can't actually inflict isolation on any of the relevant units. I mean, inflicting it on Duma is somewhat relevant, but not really. But if you also didn't notice, I put my two Dumas in the middle 2 lanes.
Let's try to enjoy it.
Simply because, well, that just helps us out. It helps us out take out the middle 2 structures, which is like the current meta location for a lot of structures, like Panic Manor or Bolt Tower or whatever, so we just have it there. But here they use their dual ability to heal up to full, and we have dual Alm here, you know, running bonus doubler, but notice he doesn't have distant counter, and he has all his buddies nearby, so I think you know what this calls for. I don't think he actually kills Alm there because he's no longer 100% HP. So he does pick up the kill there. Crom's unable to pick up the one shot on dual Alm, but it's fine. Here we have, now they just have Elowood against him, so we just proc Gale Force, take out their Bright Fjorm, so now their healing source is nothing. Duma takes him out. Altina just handily takes him out, but Legault is there to barely pick up the kill again. Like, if Micaiah wasn't adjacent, he would have only gotten the exact kill there. Like, that's kind of, yeah, not very good. Definitely considering someone else other than Legault, but for now, I just have Legault there because he's, well, plus 10 now, and I have 2 cooldown Luna on him, which isn't that relevant right now. Because for one, it's like the idea is against slower units, he can Hardy Bearing, double, and proc Luna, but that's the problem, he can't double anything. Not to mention, aside from like any debuffs from like Brave Micaiah or whatnot, 47 speed is not that fast to double carries, so it's just not great. Duma just inflicting more damage. The Bolt Trap's basically there for trolls. That's all I can say, really. They do break the Panic Manor here, which is fine, but as you can see, they don't really have anything they can use to just hit and turn against my team because they don't really have anything here. So they have to go for a hit and run play, of course. But they're taking a lot of time to set up doing it. So even if things go alright on the initial engagement, they're still gonna have problems. They actually barely kill Crom here. I don't know if they calc that out. If they did, props to them, but I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely. That doesn't seem very likely to me. So Elowood's going to barely live Altina. In general, against a solid Altina, he doesn't live, so there's those problems. But this is where the lunge shenanigans does hurt us because we're not able to attack Naga over. It's like a trade-off kind of deal. It's very weird. Pass versus lunge. And this person, well, I don't know what, this is probably some kind of glitch in the game or something to do with version updates. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'll randomly get these successes and then it just like you can't replay it. I don't know what it's about, but seeing how this team doesn't really have a strong counter to legendary Crom, except maybe Mei, if they chip them down with like Bolt Tower, but unfortunately this Doom is just going to meme it. So yeah, I don't really see how this team effectively tackles my team. So I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense for a success there, but yeah, my Astra offense is just absolute garbage. It has a terrible win ratio right now. It'll never get better if I keep using a team like that. For one, I'm using Altina and Tharja, they're both red, so Legendary Crom just immediately destroys us. That's just an auto L. It almost doesn't matter if he's merged or not. It kind of does. Sometimes we can win with Bolt Tower, but it's pretty hard with healing towers in certain locations, so it's definitely suspicious. This person here, not very strong setup. For one, they don't get rid of the tactics room here, so it definitely does not help them here. They actually go for the attack, which is fine, I guess, because they could have gone out of there with double dance and stuff. But they go for the attack here, and they just cannot run away. So we're just going to have Elwood pick up a free kill here. and nothing really much happens. The team's not engineered very well to have an actually strong punish game, so it's just, can you 1v1, or not 1v1, can you just handle my units? That's basically the whole defense in a nutshell. And currently it's mostly Legendary Chrom carrying and Duma's like silently carrying because some people just can't one-shot Duma on a defense tile. So they have to take quite a bit of damage from him. But it's like in general, yeah. Look out with the troll drawback. Also been considering reposition to, as we'll see in a future match, definitely considering reposition as an option. Wait, are we already this far in? Hold up. What? We are. Wow, that was quick. Did I skip replays or something? Nah, people probably facepalming. I'm kind of brain dead right now. I guess we didn't. We just went by that. It just went by that fast. Okay. Sure. I guess it's mostly, I feel like I'm missing a match somewhere. I don't know. 10 out of 10. I still have yet to record the next episode of the Damage Calc series. Unfortunately, the virus things happened, so a lot of things have been pretty stressful, unfortunately. So here they attack like this, and I'm pretty sure you can use your duo skill before your turn ends, even if you use your action. I'm pretty confident that's a thing. If it's not, let me know in the comment section. But I don't have a duo hero myself, so I don't actually know. But the importance of that is imbued coma here, preventing a foe's follow-up attack, because as you'll see here, Chrom's just going to easily live and double. I feel like if that didn't happen, for one, they would have one round KO'd him. And then for two, there's Elwood and the Gull and a couple units left that I feel like they could have handled. Like, Duma wasn't going to reach there any day of the week. So, I don't know. I was definitely a little suspicious here. Unfortunately, we're just going to get some potatoing again. This is a slightly more heavily invested Altina, aka +5, and also, if you haven't figured out already, Summoner support. So definitely has, and plus attack as well compared to mine, so definitely has quite a bit more attack. Any of these kind of Altinas just easily 2 shots Elwood off a defense tile. On a defense tile, it's not as trivial, but pretty much no one will let that happen anyways. Unfortunately, Altina isn't buffed with anything, so now the Cleaner Plus doesn't give him any more attacks, so awkward. We missed the kill again. Which is, I mean, it's pretty normal at this point for me to miss kills, but yeah, definitely got to be working on the actual defense, because as you probably seen from these replays, a lot of people just did not bring stuff that could really handle the team. This team here is an example of where maybe having pass probably helps me out more than lunge, because, well, we gotta be able to actually kill. And another thing here is, of course, Brave Ike's running Pulse Smoke, so Elwood can never proc Gale Force. So that's a big way to help deal with Gale Force. Pulse Smoke's just also useful for helping out against infantry pulse teams and whatnot. It's a pretty decent skill right now for AR offense, but here, of course, Doom is not really going to be doing anything. Chrome's also not going to be doing anything. It really wouldn't matter if he had impact or not. It's not going to change the outcome. But here, we're just going to swap. I think the most important thing to note from that was Brave Lucina was down 6 speed, so she had 37. And no ally support, if anyone or anything. Elwood here, before getting debuffed here, he would have 43 speed, so he would have been able to double. I guess he just doesn't I guess he just, yeah. So then with Blazing Durandal, he would have an extra 10 defense for 75 defense bulk, so he would be able to double and kill here. So I guess that's the relevance of it, because she's creeping Bright Shrine for Brave Ike. So they wouldn't exactly be able to make this play without dropping their Brave Lucina. They'd probably still win the match, but yeah, they wouldn't be able to make that kind of play. So that's where pass is definitely super strong, especially since folks don't like keeping their units adjacent. They'll typically be 2 spaces away. So that lets pass do some things. Sometimes I'll definitely try it out. For now, I'll just let the current team run for another season, because why not? There's really not much I'd want to change at this point, other than getting more merges on Olivia because I can, and because it's not going to help me that much. In Crumb, I haven't fully decided what I'm going to do with him down the line. Ideally, I could maybe get some Leafs or something, how you pronounce his name, to get Anima speed boosts, and then I could maybe get Crown to be fast and spoopy. But with people running like Quick Riposte or just having an insanely higher amount of speed than compared to Crown, I don't think it's really worth it. It might, but I feel like focusing on kill power is probably going to be more important with this defense, considering this defense doesn't really have much kill power other than raw attack, because, well, we don't really proc specials. Attack tactic on Elwood's is kind of a troll, because realistically speaking, 72 attack on him is nice, except for when he's panicked. Or just debuffed by whatever. You saw a couple of people are bringing sources of debuffing, so yeah. Yeah, definitely did not do too well on Ether8's offense. We got Altina on the, I believe, 2nd day of the season. So by then, I already used up a ton of my Ether, so the maximum I could have gotten was tier 25. So, feels bad. I actually just had to scramble win what was supposed to be the second to last match of this week, so I wasn't able to pick up even 5 ether, so I couldn't get the last match, which if I won by some decent margin I would have gone tier 25, but again, not too big of a deal. Astro season is definitely playground mode for me. Just trying out stuff. I don't really think Darja's going to perform too well even if I max her out, but still gonna try her out. Miracle definitely seems pretty useful. One match, I'm ranting so much right now, but one match I procced Miracle like 4 times because I had Veronica to keep healing, and then I was running a Heavy Blade instead of Brazen Attack Speed like I do now, so I was proccing Miracle pretty quick, so that's why I could do stuff like that. I feel like that stuff is useful for like Celos or just general matchups, because Tharja's bulk is not amazing as is. So, but anyways, we'll figure that out eventually. Until then, our defense is gonna have to carry us, Kappa. But Legion's battles, yeah, we're not gonna end at as high of a rank as last week because it's fire season, and well, more people have, I'm presuming, fire pair up legendaries that score well, or just fire legendaries in general, like legendary Hector. So arena, pretty solid score. I decided to not go for rank 1 memes because I was testing fishing max score in arena assault and it was taking way too long, so I figured I didn't want to spend 23 years just fishing. I feel like the actual matchups wouldn't be too terrible as long as I didn't goof or mistap, which I frequently do with this team because of Crom. Because I don't tend to, I keep forgetting he has a movement assist and not a rally. So I have to get used to that, because I'll be basically using him every week from here on out because he's my highest scoring unit. So I gotta get used to that, but it's definitely useful to have some sort of reposition or anything of the equivalent. On defense, we're just steamrolling people pretty much as usual. This kind of defense is just already a troll in general. If I want to troll higher scores, I definitely have to replace Nino with someone else, but I'm not really too particularly concerned about defense. And then Arena Assault, as you saw in the video, we're not going for top 50 memes. I actually did try rolling a bit after the video, and I just could not get anything. It was just immediate L's after. Like, I could have gotten maybe a little bit higher, but I was aiming for top 50. So once I saw, as you can see, the cutoff is really stringent compared to last week. So I was aiming for the same score I did last week, which was 5348, which is 760 average. So when I immediately saw like two 754s in a row, it's just completely over. So I couldn't even find 764, so it was a pretty rough week. But people presumably have their fire season squads to score better compared to last week. So anyways, enough ranting. We'll be back. There's more replays, which I kind of doubt at this point, or otherwise we'll just go straight to the results. And now for the results. Let's see here. Barely top 10k. Doesn't really matter again. Definitely thinking about how to change my dark defense because it's definitely not great. I definitely could do something better than this. Not entirely sure what yet. Probably would have to involve replacing Brave Micaiah, but then the question is, then how do I compensate for what she does? But we're just gonna worry about that when we get there. In the meantime, we're just going to go into allegiance battles here, and I'll be back. This might take a while. My internet's been going potato for some reason, so there we go. Alright, so another easy top 1k. I can screenshot it afterwards. Excuse me, I forgot to screenshot my rankings. I keep forgetting that it's not normal for me to get rankings this high normally. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I also guess I should go back to the actual team that does these things. But yeah, let me screenshot this one at least. So at this point, we're finally kind of getting back our feather stockpile, but not really. Because, where is it? I am so blank. There we go. So blanked out right now. There's a lot of things going on in my books. So the first thing is, you'll see here there's 6 Val bars here. And how many Val bars here? How blind am I? Where's the Val bars? There we go, 2 Val bars there. And then I have Val bar here, and a Val bar somewhere up here. So that's basically plus 9 Val bar, but that means I need at least 100, probably about nearly 190,000 feathers for that, and then I have to actually build him up and stuff for score. So that's one of the things I'm working on. Could also finish on plus 10 Olivia here. She's currently plus 5 because why not? There's lots of things that I still need feathers for, but that's enough ranting. That's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye.